to do just a little bit. It's not like a whole yoga for your dad. I just wanted to show what I do every day. I try to do it every morning, but sometimes it happens like throughout the day as it goes. And sometimes I'll do it like just one at a time, like whenever I have a little bit of time, because usually one full round of it takes like 2 minutes. So, you know, if you want to do 4 rounds, if you want to do 10 rounds of it, whatever you want, like however much time you have available. But, you know, I really believe that like if we could do a little bit of something every day for ourselves, for our body, for our breath, for our heart, then it's going to start to feel really, really good. So like I said, I'm going to do just 2 sets of it, and then I'll probably... Okay, so with your squats, try to keep your feet hips-width distance apart, like the inside of your hips. I like to turn my toes out a little bit, and I like to separate my feet just a little bit wider than this like inside hips width. I like to put it like outside hips width just so I feel really stable. And again, toes a little bit out, heels a little bit in. And then I just try to go as low as I can, really keeping my belly in, lifting my chest up, lengthening my waist. I exhale going down, and I inhale coming up. I think I lost count. I usually do 15. I'm not quite sure how many I've done. Let's just say this is 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I add a little back bend, hands on the low back, either palms face up, fingers face up or fingers face down. And I squat all the way down to the ground, and I roll onto my back. I like to stretch my back a little bit. This is the plow pose. You can hold onto your lower back if that feels good. Keep your knees bent a little if that feels good. Take a few breaths here. And then these are kind of like bicycle crunches, only I try to do it with my legs straight. Bring opposite elbow to opposite knee. And then the elbow that's not touching your knee, stretch your arms straight back behind you, so it's like you're trying to stretch your hand and your foot away from each other. And then when you switch it, same thing. And exhale on the twist. Inhale to bring your legs up. And I usually do 20 of these total, so it's like 10 on each side. Try to keep your lower back on the ground and your shoulders off the ground. Try to keep your belly button in as much as you can. I lost count again. Let's just say that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, bring your knees into your chest. Hold on tight. Move your lower back around on the ground just so all that stuff's woken up. And then we'll do clam crunches. So interlace the fingers behind your head. Open your elbows really wide. Press the soles of your feet together. Open your knees really wide. Now touch your hands and your feet down to the ground so you're spread out really wide. And then on your exhale, bring everything in so elbows and knees touch. Big inhale, open everything wide, and as you exhale, bring your elbows, your knees together, and let them touch. And I do 10. cool to let your back arch once you're down here like this, and then when you pull everything in, your lower back should be the only thing that's on the ground. So lower back's off the ground here, you still using your belly, holding it in tight. Lower back's on the ground. So open wide. You're still keeping your belly in the whole time, trying to breathe into your chest. And the more your belly's in, the more your lower back is supported, even when it's arching. I lost count. I'm going to do 3 more. Awesome. Now bring your hands out by your sides, fingers in line with the shoulders, palms face down. You can keep your knees bent, or you can straighten your legs to do this. I just go side to side and I do it 10 times. And sometimes if I'm feeling really tired, I keep my knees bent and I like rest with my legs on the ground. And then I bring them back to center. And then like I rest with my legs on the ground this way just because that twist feels really nice. If you're feeling like you kind of want to chill out a little bit but you don't need to rest, then when you're going side to side, don't touch your knees to the ground. Your shoulders are staying on the ground the whole time because that's the anchor. Your hands pushing down, your knuckles pushing down, the tips of your fingers pushing down, and your shoulders, and you just go side to side. You can also do it with straight legs if you're feeling like wicked strong today. That feels so intense. Woo! It's awesome though, especially if you're feeling strong. Do it. And I usually do just 10 of these. I think I've done more than that now. I'm not really sure. And again, exhale when you're twisting. Inhale back to center. Exhale when you're twisting. Inhale back to center. And just kind of feel like your hips rolling from side to side when you're doing it. So you're trying to keep your hip bones, like your pelvis, attached to the ground when you're doing it. Cool. From here, turn to one side, so you can go to the right side or the left side with both of your legs, and then try to keep your legs on the ground and lift yourself up with your hands. So my thigh is parallel to my hands, right? My thigh is parallel to my hands here. And then I just start to like lay my chest down, just because it feels like a really nice stretch. And I try to pull my ribs forward, lengthen my waist, lengthen my neck. And take a few nice easy breaths. And then I come up to a push-up. So I'm going to put my hands on this wood just because it feels better. And I like to separate my feet wide for my push-ups and separate my arms wide for my push-ups. Try to bring your chest all the way down. I usually just do 10 of them. If I'm feeling like really fatigued or really sore, I'll bring my knees down and do the same thing. You still got to bring your chest down to the mat or down to the ground. But try the best that you can to use your legs to help you. Use your belly to help you. Try to keep your tailbone underneath you. And I usually exhale on the way down, inhale on the way up. I think I did 10. And then from here, I come to just a regular plank position, so shoulders over the wrists, hips in line with the shoulders, and legs really active. And then I bring elbow and knee, same elbow, same knee to touch. And you could do this really fast if you want to, or you can keep it slow. I like to keep it slow and just be specific about it. I do 10 with same elbow, same knee, and then do 10 with opposite elbow, opposite knee. And I try to keep equal weight in my hands the whole time. I try to keep my belly in and my lower back long. my waist lengthening. So I do 10, same elbow, same knee, and 10 opposite elbow, opposite knee. And then I roll over to one side for side arm balancing. And I do 5 dips, trying to brush my hand on the ground. And again, exhale down, inhale up. I just do 5 on each side. Try to keep your shoulder right on top of your wrist. Your hips up, in line with your ribs. And I do a little flow into an up dog. Take a moment to stretch here. Suspended between hands and feet, and then trying to lift your chest and open up the front of your body. And I tuck toes, go back to down dog. Move it around in down dog. Pedaling out the knees, just making sure my feet feel awake. My hands, my hips, my lower back. I'll lift one leg, bend the knee, and really stretch the knee up and away. Maybe shake the leg out. Same thing for the other side. And then I jump forward into a squat. Really wide-legged squat this time. And I just twist to the right side. I have my left hand down on the ground. Here, I'll turn to face you. And my left hand down on the ground. The right hand reaching up, trying to lengthen the waist, lengthen the neck. And just keep your belly in as much as you can. And then I bring my hands to the ground, lift my hips up, turn your toes in and your heels out, keep your legs that wide. Drop your head, grab for opposite elbows, sway. If you want to interlace the fingers, maybe lean to one side, lean to the other side, lean right in the middle with straight legs. Trying to keep your belly in the whole time. Breathing into your chest. And from there, I bring my feet a little more than hips width, or just a comfortable distance apart. Bend my knees, and like I'm pushing the floor away with my feet. Roll up really slow until the chin lifts up. And I roll my shoulders a few times. When I'm facing this way, I just do the whole thing again. So I'm going to do the whole second set without talking about it. I'm just going to do it like my pace. And that way I'll be able to keep count too. Whoa. table's in the way. So now this time I'm going to turn the opposite way. So before I turn to the right, I'm going to turn to the left this time. Try to keep my thigh parallel with my hands. Stretch forward. I hope you can see me. 10 push-ups. Woo! It feels good.